Alright, let's try making this video again. This is probably the 5th or 6th remake I've done. Seems like something keeps going wrong every time. But here's the Frank's boots that I got about a week ago. These are the Highlander 2s. I know when I was looking at purchasing these, I scoured the internet trying to find any video or pictures, and there's just really not much out there on the Highlander 2s or Frank's boots in general. So I figured I'd post a little video of my first impressions, the first week of having them, and just kind of a view to let people see them if anybody's interested in buying them. So far, if you are looking at these boots, I can highly recommend them. They are definitely the best boots I've ever had, and only having them 1 week, that's a big say, but they really are something else. I went with the black smooth uppers, black rough out lowers, white stitching, everything I'm saying is pretty obvious, antique brass hardware, natural coloring on the edging, got a lineman shank, and a dogger style heel, along with a number 3 toe. They got the fully gusseted tongue all the way up. Also did custom uppers as well, since my calves are a little larger than average. When I got these, I did Frank's fit sheet, which I'm pretty sure he's one of the only companies that still offer the fit sheet where you trace your foot and do all the measurements. And that was a big selling point to me. And we talked on the phone a couple times before I ended up going through with the order. And he told me that he couldn't guarantee the fit on the uppers just because he wasn't, the length, the width, the boot itself down here, he can guarantee that fit. But if you get custom uppers, he can't guarantee that because he's not the one taking the measurements. But they are perfect. They're spot on. They fit just like they should. Got about a 2-finger width all the way down when they're tied up. And I couldn't be happier with them. He also, I talked to Junior before I talked to Frank, and Junior was recommending a size that was way off from what I usually wear, so I emailed him. Then Frank gave me a call, and he ended up sending out a pair of try-on boots for free, which I didn't even know Frank's boots did. But yeah, he sent me a pair of try-on boots, no extra charge. The only thing I had to pay was return shipping, and it didn't lengthen the build time at all, so that was pretty cool. Everything, the customer service, the whole process through Frank's has been nothing but, good. I can't really say anything bad about it. And he makes one fine boot. I mean, it really is a work of art how these boots are made, from the stitching to the leather. I mean, you just see how thick that leather really is. You put these things on and it's like no other feeling, no other boot. I've worn a lot of boots, and these things just, man, you can't even compare off-the-shelf boots to these things. But yeah, let me throw them on feet real quick. You guys can get a view of that, and we'll go from there. Alright, here's the Frank's boots on feet. I'm not a fashion YouTuber, so you have to excuse the camera angles here, but I know I kind of like just to see what they look like on feet if I'm ever looking up any shoe boot reviews. When I ordered these things, I was, I've wanted them for a long time, and I finally ended up pulling the trigger on them. But I still was kind of skeptical about all the stuff people say about them, how they feel like slippers, and it's like putting a pistol into a Kydex holster when you put them on. Man, that really couldn't be any closer to the truth if you actually have a pair. I mean, it's only been a week, and I've got about 50 hours in them. I've worn them every day since I've got them, 8 hours minimum. And the break-in hasn't been too crazy bad. I don't know if it's just because I'm used to wearing boots or what, but I haven't oiled them, just kept them dry and just been wearing them. And you slide your feet into these things and you can literally hear the pop as it, snaps in there. And they really are just a An amazing boot. And like I said, can't really give out too much information so far, as I've only had them for a short period of time. So this is more of just the first impressions and letting you guys see them. And you know, but if you guys are interested in maybe a updated review in the future after I've had them for a while, you know, after 6 months or so, maybe I can do something like that. But yeah, man, these things, they are best boots I've ever had. And I've only had them for a week, but I already know it it really is like no other boot if you get a pair. It's just, I mean, they're made for your feet. They fit perfectly. So yeah, just let me know if you guys have any questions. Just leave me a comment. And maybe I'll make another video about them if anybody's interested. I'm not sure if anybody's ever going to watch this video. But like I said, you know, there wasn't very much on these boots on YouTube, on the Highlanders especially, so I figured I'd throw a video up and see what happens. Alright, thanks for watching.